Let's Talk World with Maria Pureza. And today I have Mr. JC Tregarten as my guest host today. I want to say that. Guest host, you know what I mean?
Guest host.
Yeah, because you know what? He is a voice-over actor and entertainment broadcaster. So he is used to of doing this. That's why I said you're
Partner in crime is good.
Yeah, oh, partner in crime.
Yeah,
I
we
like
can
that.
do it for the show.
Oh,
Sure.
that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, my viewers actually are very, they want everything. You know.
We can give that to them. Well, thank you for having me on the show, Maria.
Oh,
I appreciate
it's my
being
pleasure.
here. This is fun. This is my second time with y'all.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh.
No, just kidding. Yeah. Well,
I wasn't briefed.
Mr.
But thank you.
Tregarten actually was with us last week or the other week with Maria and Joe Live TV, and I'm so glad and honored that you actually give me a chance to interview you on my Let's Talk World with
Oh,
Maria.
thank you. This is fun. I
Well,
enjoy this.
Yeah, yay! Well, it's all about fun. You know what we do here is it's all about you, not me.
Oh, okay.
Although I talk a lot sometimes, but
Alright.
still I give you the stage.
Oh, thank
So
you.
yeah, let us let the viewers know what you do. I know that
Introduce
they.
myself?
Yes, go ahead and
Okay.
let us know more about you.
Well, like Maria said, my name is JC. I do voice acting. I do podcasting and entertainment broadcasting. I come from Southern California. Been here in Los Angeles, in the Las Vegas area for just under 2 years now.
Under
On
2
and off.
years?
Yeah, I'm splitting my time between Los Angeles, Orange County, in Southern California, and here.
What do you used to do in California?
I used to work for Walt Disney Studios and Hollywood Records. I was a production assistant on several films and animated projects, as well as worked on editing assistants for the soundtracks that the
Wow.
Walt Disney films and animated films were producing. So I helped with that. So being that music is a big part of my life, and I have a lot of friends and peers that are musicians and writers, that's plays well into what my personal interests and professional endeavors are.
What made you move to Vegas?
Basically, it was family first, and I'm treating this as I just decided I got plugged into several things here, both entertainment-wise as well as personally, that I decided to just stay and unplug
And
here.
it's Vegas, you know what I mean?
I do love Las Vegas, and it's only 5 to 6 hours away from where
Yeah, it's not-
my pet projects and
even
things
far.
in California. No,
No, it's not.
So it's kind of the best of both worlds, actually, for me. I call myself a California transplant. I've found that actually is a popular
Transplant.
title for a lot of us that are here. I've been pleasantly surprised to find out how many locals are from Southern California, Northern California that are here now, and they all seem to be coming within the same 2 to 5 to 10 year time frame
Yeah,
here and
yes.
stay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that Las Vegas and this Nevada area has to offer. The only thing that's really becoming hard that I may never get over is the heat.
Yep.
It's a dry heat. They tell us that all the time. No, it's just a hot heat is what it is. It's hot.
It's really.
But
it's
can't just
a-
jump into the ocean anytime I want to. I miss that.
Aw.
But other than that, though, no, there's a lot of great things here. I do love the cost of living. I've honestly found living here that overall a lot of the personalities that I've met, a lot of the people, whether they're for the first time or have continued friendships with here, are very pleasant and laid back. The
Yeah.
attitudes didn't transfer over here from what I've been accustomed to dealing with back in Los Angeles. Nothing against Los Angeles, it's just that I'm happier here with the dynamics
He's
and the
happier
personality
here.
types
Now
that I've
he's
met
he's
here.
living here for good. But you know what?
So-
Where are you originally from? I know I'm originally from the Philippines. How about you?
Southern California,
Oh, so you
Orange
grew
County.
up. Oh, okay.
And then I entered the military twice.
Oh, thank you
I'm
for
a
your
twice,
service.
Thank you. I'm a twice serving active duty military veteran of the Air Force and the Army. Army came first, and I had a chance to travel and be stationed in several other states as well as overseas. So I've been well rounded in that. I do love travel. I miss that. I need
Yeah,
to do
me
more
too.
of that.
I love traveling. Do you love traveling by air, by car?
Yes.
I love by car. I love
Both.
driving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
love
love
driving. I love road trips.
Oh.
When my friends and I
Tell
can
me
put
about
together
it.
a good road trip, that's always an adventure.
Yep.
Flying doesn't bother me. I'm just ready to go. So
Yes,
my
yeah.
passport is well used, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, well, I really love driving. I had planned to go to Oregon in July last year, but it never happened because some circumstances in life. And now I'm telling my daughter, in 2 weeks, I'm gonna take 5 days off. Let's go drive someplace.
Yeah, you gotta unplug sometimes.
Yeah.
Just gotta unwind and take that vacation.
Yes.
You know, life's too short.
Exactly.
So, you know, you gotta detox yourself. Get
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah.
So you're going towards Oregon area?
I'm not exactly sure where we're gonna go this
Oh.
time, but well, who knows? You know, I cannot actually broadcast
Somewhere
that.
a little bit hotter? I mean, less hot?
Less hot.
Maybe somewhere tropical or something like that?
Well, my daughter just came back from Hawaii. She just arrived back yesterday.
Nice.
And I was telling her to stay longer. Maybe I can actually follow her there.
Oh, yeah.
But then she wanted to see me now. So I told her when she came back yesterday, we're gonna go drive someplace. Yay!
Nice. That'd be a good road trip.
Yay!
Yeah. I can recommend the California coast, driving up the 5 or the 101. You know,
I love that.
I lived in
I did
Monterey
that.
County for 2 years.
Oh my God!
So Monterey-
Do you fish? Do
I
you do
don't-
fishing?
I enjoy going. I'm not like an avid fisherman or anything, but I know
Yeah,
how to
but-
make my way around. I know how
Yeah,
to catch
that's
stuff
what I
and
meant. I'm not. Yeah.
put it back. I do love seafood. I do love fish. I do love sushi. It's one of
shrimp.
my,
Yeah.
you know, one of my last meals. You know, on my top 5 last meal thing is like eating sushi till I explode,
Oh
basically.
my God. So what sushi places that you went to here in Vegas?
Oh, that's the problem. Well, Gorilla Sushi is one of my favorites. But as far as the other ones, I don't really know the titles of them.
Did you?
I've gone to
did
like
you-
4 or 5.
Did you ever try the sushi place by Maryland and Flamingo?
I don't know what's the name of it. If
But-
I haven't, I'm willing to.
Oh my God. One of my friend, thank you by the way, CRI training.
No. Okay.
Yeah, he brought me out there and oh my God, I'm like, holy cow, I can eat a lot of sushi on this one. I forgot the name of the place, but
Oh.
it's amazing. It's by Maryland. What is it? Yama?
Oh, Yama Sushi.
Yama Sushi.
I'm willing to try that.
Yeah.
Gorilla Sushi came
You
to
love
mind
it?
immediately because I had my birthday there. I
You know, I don't know.
it's
Well,
okay.
yeah, you know, I love it because
I love sushi.
You know, the dish that actually we ordered was the name of the sushi is striptease.
Striptease?
Yes, and
Striptease sushi.
and then manahor.
Manahor sushi. Wow. Okay. There used to be a thing when I was doing a show in Los Angeles that every time I said wow and I like legitimately meant it, like I was surprised that people who were listening, our audience, would have to take a shot. So
Oh,
that
really?
was a wow moment I just gave you.
Oh,
So
my
anybody
God.
out there listening and you just happen to
Take a
have
shot.
something, you just should
Take
take
a
a
shot.
shot right
Yeah,
now.
a shot
Because this
right
will
now.
become something of a regular
Yeah.
thing if I have anything to say about it. If I stick around this local area and start doing broadcasting in the near future, take advantage of that knowledge in advance. So,
Yay.
yeah, my drinking show. Come on board.
Oh yeah, how
You're
about
good for your health,
take
I
a
think.
shot?
Yeah, take a shot.
I think
Of
I like
anything
that.
that's local.
Why don't we do that? Take a shot.
Take a
Because
shot.
I love to take a shot.
Well,
so
okay.
Yeah.
Knock it back.
Well, yeah. You know what? Let's talk about a little bit about voiceover.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been doing voiceovers on and off for, gosh, about 20 years. It'll be probably 20 years now. I worked at the studio back in '98. It was interesting. I was a production assistant for some animated features for Treasure Planet, Home on the Range, Chicken Little, various things like that. And the production assistants down the hall were sometimes wrangling some of us initially to do the fill-in voiceover acting, like background voices. For instance, for like, you know, off-screen characters and what stuff. They call it Walla Walla acting and things like that, just making noises. So I got intrigued back then by that. I was also on the side working for a local classic rock radio station in Los Angeles. And we did a lot of comedy sketches, and a lot of voices were involved in that for doing the character acting during the sketches. So it was just a fun thing to do, to be a tune. To officially say that you were inducted to be a tune actor was, and still is, a dream come true.
Nice.
So
but the main thing is, if you have that passion, it's in your heart. You have to follow.
It's not
it.
work. It's just a pleasurable thing.
Exactly.
Now it can become work if you do like 50 takes of the same thing. But that's part of the trade, and the people that are involved in that, my peers would know that. That's just part of the deal. So if you gotta say or scream or exclaim something a certain way 100 times just to get that one right deal, your throat may go sore and hoarse after a while.
Oh gosh.
But in the end, when you see the finished product up on a big screen or on the television or something like that, and you hear it, or you might be able to hear it, and the payoff is well worth it.
Yeah, I can actually, I can imagine if I'm closing my eyes right now, I can feel and I can see your voiceover kind of thing.
Yeah.
So by the way, viewers, he is one of the voiceover of Peter Pan. And last week, after your interview, you posted something on the internet saying our mermaid, our new mermaid. I was so happy. I'm like, hey, I'm a mermaid.
Well, the project that we're currently working on is called Peter Pan's Magical World of Neverland. It's a non-Disney connected project, but a lot of Disney affiliates and peers, including myself, are directly involved with it. It started out originally as a charity fundraising project for a local school and a hospital.
Oh.
And we're actually going by some of the earlier stories that J.M. Barrie, who created and wrote the original books of Peter Pan, we're going on those early storylines that weren't necessarily known to the general public unless they follow that literature. For instance, the 1953 Peter Pan animated project that Disney did, we go beyond that.
Oh, wow.
So it's not going to be a rehashing of anything that the public has generally seen or known about. This would be basically the origins of how Peter Pan became Peter Pan and things like that. And a lot of people don't necessarily know what that's about.
Yeah.
So some of the characters that are familiar are also involved with that. I do the character voice of Mr. Smee, who is basically the shorthand man of Captain Hook, and we do have Captain Hook involved. We do have the mermaids, as we were talking about you. We have 4 different mermaids, because in the story there are four mermaids, and we gave you a little taste of that last time when we were on the show.
Yes, I did, and I enjoyed it.
We were going through lines.
I enjoyed it. I love it.
She got to be a sensual, exotic mermaid, and I think you kind of liked it. We kind of liked it. So there was
they
that.
They kind of like it.
Yeah,
they
we kind of
really like
that.
it. They kind of like it.
But it's a very fun project. It's grown from what it originally started as. It was basically going to be an animated storybook.
Nice.
We wanted it to be a project that not only was going to bring awareness and fundraising to these outsourced locations, but we also wanted to make it something that parents could read to their children. Because a lot of parents, I don't think, have time anymore to do the story reading, the bedtime stories that we grew up doing.
Yeah, I know,
so
right?
The vision and the idea was to go back to that a little bit and make that available. Well, certain people got on board. For instance, Margaret Carey. Margaret Carey, for those who may or may not know, is the original body reference model for Tinkerbell. When the animators initially created and drew her for the Disney Peter Pan project, Margaret Carey was the body reference model for that the animators used. She has done so many things since then. Her career spans over 80 years. So she's our narrator. So we have Tinkerbell, the original Tinkerbell, as our narrator for the story.
Amazing.
And she's one of the 3 out of the 4 mermaids.
Oh yeah.
So she does that. And we have other people involved. We have original songs. The animation, the character design is going to be fresh and new. So be looking out for that. It's going to be very cool how we change things up. They'll be familiar, but they'll definitely be different. So we're kind of excited how that's going to come about. But we have original songs.
Excited.
It's turned
I'm
into a half an
excited.
hour animated project now, and now we're talking about potentially putting it on TV, cable networking, and things like that. We're going to see. We're going to see how far we can get this.
That
So
would be very, very
we
nice.
we have some animators that are on board that are Disney affiliates as well. Some that have worked on Phineas and Ferb and other familiar projects. So yeah, it's going to be very cool. We're
That's
really excited
amazing.
about it. Yeah. So
I'm so happy about that.
Oh,
I think
thank
I want to
you.
see it. I want to see it. I want to see it in the future. I
Yeah.
hope I'm gonna be one of the people that gonna be in in the launching.
absolutely.
I would love it.
We'd love to come back on the show and talk more about it in the near future again.
Yeah, of course. You
Yeah.
guys are always welcome.
Yeah.
James Presley, thank you so much for bringing these guys last week. we
fun.
appreciate it, and we had so much fun.
Yeah. It's
Is there
definitely
any?
fun.
Yeah. Is there anything you can actually plug in that they can call you or whatever?
Well, they can go to Peter Pan's Magical World of Neverland project. I believe you can go to James Presley's Facebook page. There is a Facebook page for that available right now that you can go on and you can find us on. If you private message me on Facebook under JC Tregarthen, I can give you the link to the page and things like that. So basically, if you have any general questions about that, you're welcome to find us on Facebook. I'm sure that James is probably promoting it as well on any outside sources, but it's still a work in progress. There's still some things that need to be done, but it's coming along very, very pleasantly. A lot of our voice acting is completed, and it sounds great. So far, what we've heard is fantastic.
Do you think I can audition for the mermaid?
You did last week, but sure, you can come back and we'll do it again. We are always willing to do it again. Sure, why not? We're hoping that at this project now, especially in that it's becoming larger than it originally started as, if we do further projects,
If you believe in it,
we're hoping to have
it will
more.
be bigger.
We're hoping to have more characters and more storylines told. That would be great.
Yeah.
And then maybe, who knows what will happen with that. So
Yeah,
stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Well, I know we are.
Yeah.
We're excited.
And I am.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, there you have it. That is Mr. JC Tregarthen.
Tregarthen, yes. Mm-hmm.
See, I got that
You
right.
did awesome.
Well, thank you so much, JC, for coming back to my show, and hope that we can actually work in the future in any way. You know what I mean?
I love that. I
Yeah,
love
maybe I'm gonna be a mermaid, or maybe you're gonna be here with social media shows.
It might be. Stay tuned.
Yes,
So
well,
we'll keep that for
that's
now.
not something that you guys have to wait for it.
Yeah, it's a
gonna
work in
happen.
progress.
Yes, it's a work in progress.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir.
Well, thank you.
And
Thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate this. I love this.
Thank you.
And thank you to Maria, and thank you for all of you that are watching and chiming in right now. And we look forward to hearing back from you in the near future.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, viewers, for watching us again on this segment. And stay tuned, because on the next segment, I have a brand new guest. Thank you so much. See you in a bit.